Hey, welcome to Geneius Thoughts. It's Gene Bleeker, and I am your eyes, ears, and voice in business, real estate as a community. And I want to say welcome to my podcast. I am so honored to have a real estate celebrity here with me, Mr. Adam Rosenthal.
Hey, Gene, thank you so much for letting me be here today. I'd love to spend a little bit of time with you.
Well, you know what? I think you're going to do a great job. You and I, we've been friends throughout these past few years, and every time you and I get together, you always enlighten me, so I really do enjoy our quality time, and I think this is going to be so much fun of a podcast.
Thank you. This is actually my first podcast. I've never done this before.
Okay, but it won't be your last.
Certainly won't be my last.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit more about the Adam Rosenthal. Who is this man?
So I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, and I think that's what makes me so knowledgeable about that area. I am a product of LAUSD. I went to Valley College, and now I'm married with a wife, a beautiful wife, and two beautiful girls. And I live there again, and it's just such a special community, and I would be nothing without my wife and my kids and my family, and especially my boys, my two dogs, my two Boston Terriers.
And I know you love your dogs. Yeah, and I get that. But Emily and Riley, your two daughters. Emily's the oldest?
Emily is the oldest.
She's 13?
13. Emily is 13, Riley is 9, and they both go to school in Lake Balboa.
Well, cheers to that. All right, so what made you pick the dogs that you picked?
So my wife has always had a little inclination for the flat-faced dog, and we went out looking for dogs, and we started off at the shelters, and we just, at the time when we got our dog, this was before COVID, so it certainly wasn't a COVID dog. But at the time we looked, and we really just couldn't find anything that the kids wanted. They really wanted something small, and, unfortunately, puppies are very hard to come by at shelters. And we ended up basically, we found a dog, a Boston Terrier at a store, and we ended up buying him, and we've had him since. His name is Chester. We've had him since he was about 3 pounds and 8 weeks old, and he was just the cutest little bundle of flat-faced joy you've ever seen. And they were, in terms of retrospect, she originally wanted a Frenchie, and somehow we ended up with the more cost-effective Boston Terrier.
Okay, so Chester's the name of one dog, and the other dog?
So the other dog is Charlie, and we actually, coincidentally, we were taking Chester to puppy training classes and stops him from all of his little puppy biting and thinking my kids were toys walking around the house and chasing them. But it was, it was all in fun. And while he was doing his puppy training, we ran into an organization called Foxy in the House. And they're based out of Woodland Hills. And they had a Boston Terrier. We had a Boston Terrier. We looked, their dog looked 98% just like our dog. And we thought Chester needed a brother, so we have Chester Alexander, and then we rescued Charles Barkley.
Love that. That is awesome. All right, so we know a little bit more about your family, but let's talk a little bit about real estate. When did you decide that you wanted to get into real estate? Was that like your high school goal?
So I don't want to say it was ever my high school goal per se, but I've always enjoyed helping people, being around people, talking to people. I've just always been a customer service, people-oriented person. And I started off in healthcare, and I was kind of on the phone lines. I was in a pharmacy department, and I talked to people all day long, and at some point I had enough, and real estate kind of came natural fit to me. I love architecture, I love design, and I love helping people, and it just seemed like a natural 1-2 kind of punch to work with people and help them find their homes. And I think residential is really where I want it to be. I love the personalization. I love that feeling when somebody can find something and buy a home that they can see themselves growing in and living in for the rest of their lives, and then they can watch their family grow in these homes.
Well, that's why you're so good at what you do.
Thank you.
So my other question is, I know you're an independent agent, you're not part of the team, but were you ever part of a team in real estate?
So when I first got my license, I actually joined a team out of Keller Williams in Beverly Hills. And I think the training was phenomenal. The motivation was phenomenal. And it kind of got to a point, I was there for 6 to 12 years and I was closing deals, and I noticed the team as a whole just wasn't doing a lot of activity towards the end of my time. And I felt like at some point when I'm giving more to the team than they're giving me, I mean, the team should be an equal partnership. And it didn't feel like a good fit anymore.
So their team kind of deflated.
Well, the team, I think, kind of went into a different direction. I felt like the team was looking more into recruiting more team members than actually doing more real estate. And that's not really my thing.
I gotcha. So let's talk about real estate. What would you like to say to our viewers today about the real estate market?
So I think about the real estate market right now is, don't look at the interest rates. Don't look at what's going on. Everybody has to do what's right for them at this specific time. I would say the longer you wait, the interest rates could go up, the prices could go up. But the fact of the matter is, real estate it runs in cycles. Everything goes up, it comes down, it goes back up. Anybody that buys a house today, they're not looking at the interest rates. In 2 to 3 years, they're going to refinance it out anyway.
Yes.
And nobody knows where the prices are going to be at. So I would say is if it's in your budget and it makes sense, there's no point to wait. I would just go out and do it.
Well, let me just ask another question that just came to my head. What was the best advice somebody ever gave you in real estate?
I think the best advice somebody gave to me as an agent,
right,
is at the end of the day, be professional. I mean, I can't say this in any other way, shape, or form. Everywhere you go to, everybody you talk to, walk around like there's a camera filming. You need to be as professional as possible. And it means a lot in this business. And, I'll give you a great example. I had a client and we were in escrow at a home in Encino, and we ran the inspections and the house came back pretty clean. A few minor things here and there. And, as we all know, houses in California are sold as is now. That being said, that doesn't mean my buyer can't ask for something. That doesn't mean the seller can't say yes or can't say no. Hopefully we figured out, we work together because our goal at the end of the day is to move forward. And my client just decided one day he wanted a credit of $15,000 and he couldn't justify it other than it sounded good, sounded like a good number. And, my job as an agent is to fight for my client, and I've got to do diligence to my client. And I, as professionally as I could have, tried to back up what he wanted, and I explained it to the agent. But sometimes you go into these situations and you think the agent is just going to bite your head off, and sometimes they do. I got an agent bite my head off over $500. This guy wanted $15,000. I mean, at the end of the day, I was like, whoa. And the fact that I couldn't really justify it. And the agent, I just could not appreciate him any more than I do. And he took it extremely professional. And he said, look, Adam, I totally understand. He says, I'm going to do what I can. He says, I don't think my seller's going to give you any money, but I'm going to present it. And at the end of the day, he wants to close the deal too.
Right.
And he took it, he presented it. No, we didn't get anything back, but he didn't bite my head off. And I appreciate that so much more.
Right. I could totally see it that way. That makes perfect sense to me. So with that being said, the market's changed, but professionalism hasn't changed. That's what needs to happen every day. So that's what makes you so good at what you do. Would you agree with that statement?
I would 100% agree with that. I mean, I started mentoring actually at my office. I've got one mentee right now that I'm helping out, and I'm trying to instill some of the values that I learned when I did it, and I think professionalism is probably the number one thing. A lot of stuff you can figure out, but professionalism is more how you carry yourself. And I think that's the number one rule that I instill in everybody.
Love that. That's a really great philosophy. I also want to say congratulations. I know you were just honored in your dedication to the community, which makes me so proud, but that's exactly who you are. So can you tell me any organizations that you're involved in right now that you want to kind of give a shout out to?
So I would love to give a shout out. There's actually 2 organizations. I grew up going to the YMCA, and once I was old enough and I turned 16, I was able to turn around and volunteer my time. And I spent every summer at summer camp with, watching over younger kids and helping them out and, giving them a summer of joy that a lot of underprivileged kids wouldn't get. And this was with the North Hollywood YMCA. And I think if anybody has anything and anybody wants to do anything, I think give them a call, and they're a great organization that people can help out. Currently, I am a big volunteer with my child's school at LAUSD, and I'm on the PTSA. They are Lake Balboa PTSA, and they are a nonprofit. And I show up and I volunteer along with, I think we have about 60 to 75 members right now. And same thing, it's a Title I school, so they are technically considered underprivileged or low income. And we do whatever we can. We spend time with the kids. We help out in the class. We fundraise. We help kind of with extracurricular supplies. We pay for buses for field trips. But I do help them out, and they're Lake Balboa PTSA out of Lake Balboa, California.
That's so awesome. And, you get to spend some more quality time with your girls, right?
That is the extra added bonus. I do get to spend a little bit of extra time with my kids.
I mean, good for you. One of the things I've always noticed about you is that you're a very grateful person. You've climbed up the ladder of success on your own, but I think there's a lot of people that you're probably very grateful to have in your lives. So my question to you is, I never would have made it to where I am today without.
So I want to preface this kind of statement. Nobody in my family, nobody in my immediate family before myself went to college. And I went to Valley College, and I grew up, my parents were divorced, single mom, and we lived in North Hollywood. She worked in Woodland Hills. And she did so much for our family growing up. And I just wouldn't be where I'm at today without my mom. I think she just instilled values in us kids, and we are family oriented. We help out others where we can. And I'm so grateful that I've got my mom in my life, obviously.
What that really warms my heart. How is she as a grandmother?
She is probably the best grandmother you could see. She loves her grandchildren. She spends as much time as possible with her grandchildren. She does help me. She picks them up from school every now and then. She loves all of her kids.
Okay. So Emily and Riley, they're in great hands.
They're definitely in great hands. And Chester and Charlie, when I'm out and about during the day, she stops by to help take them out, which is always a bonus.
That's awesome. So my other statement that I want to make is my greatest teacher was...
I think my greatest teacher in terms of real estate was... I'm going to go out and say it was the...
No, it's not an easy question.
It is not an easy question. When I got my real estate license, I took a class with another agent. His name was Armando out of Woodland Hills. And he, I think, was just the most down-to-earth but knowledgeable person I think I've met, especially in regards to real estate. And you could talk to him. He made class interesting. He made it fun. And at the end of the day, he taught me what we needed to do the job and what to do in real estate and how to carry ourselves. But in the same sense, he instilled, production and be busy and don't say, go out and do. And I just think it was definitely a great start, and somebody that if anybody's looking to get their license, I definitely recommend reaching out.
Okay, so who is your best teacher in school?
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Sorry. Mine was Mr. Mancuso. Fourth grade. Love that guy.
This is a tough one. I would say in school, my best teacher was probably my 7th and 8th grade math teacher, Mr. Leibovich. Coincidentally, his son or his nephew is an agent at another brokerage. Very coincidental. I ran into him and I thought, what were the odds? The way he carried himself, his knowledge, he made learning fun. And I went to Van Nuys Middle School in Sherman Oaks. I still haven't figured out what to call it. Van Nuys Middle School. I'm sure one day it was Van Nuys. But he did pass away a few years ago, but he was just such a great inspiration for all of us.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. All right, before we end, any final thoughts you want to share with our audience today?
I would just say the same thing as I was taught. Don't wait for something to happen. Don't wait, do. Be professional, be productive, and do what you can. That's really all I have. I can't thank you so much for letting me be here today.
Adam, I am so glad you're on the program today. You did a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Adam Rosenthal.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Scott the Mortgage Doc on Exclusive Agent Academy, and I'm here to give you some incredible listings, so let's jump right into it. So, Stacy Haviter, we've got a lot in the Pine Mountain Club. Now, this is listed for $32,500, and the address on this one is 2208 Woodland Drive in Pine Mountain Club, California. So this is just a 0.36 acre lot. It's a rare opportunity in one of the Pine Mountain Club's most sought after areas. It's a fairly flat lot located in the heart of the Pine Mountain Club. Utilities are readily available at the street, no street improvements required. That's huge for those that are looking to buy a lot and build on it. Sale includes structural and civil engineering, survey, geological reports, septic reports. Sellers will also transfer over $20,000 worth of prepaid costs for building plans and surveying. Start building your dream home right away with everything in place. The home design is thoughtfully crafted to maximize the parcel's best views and includes a rare backyard area. Recent new construction in the area has sold for over $600,000, highlighting the potential. The adjacent lot at 2204 Woodland is also available for $37,500. Seller financing options are available for this unique opportunity. Act quickly as there are limited lots like this remaining up in Pine Mountain Club. Great listing, Stacy. All right, we got Mike Emerson, the hometown realtor. He has got a listing over at 21725 Don G. Court in Saugus, California. Now, this one is listed at $1,099,000. So this one is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house. This is at 2,804 square feet. So as I mentioned, it is a gorgeous 5-bedroom pool home in a fabulous neighborhood. You've got own solar for energy efficiency, impressive curb appeal with an extended driveway and lush landscaping. You've got a downstairs bedroom and bathroom for convenience, inviting 2-story entry with soaring ceilings and sweeping staircase, abundant natural light throughout the home, spacious living room with tall ceilings, numerous windows, and a cozy fireplace. It's got that open concept design connecting the living room to the dining room, offering views of the sparkling pool and yard. Well-appointed kitchen with ample counter space, upgrading floor plan, a generous peninsula, island, and large pantry. A bright breakfast area with a fantastic backyard views, open family room with a fireplace, perfect for gatherings on that chilly evenings. Upstairs, a spacious primary bedroom with high ceilings, a ceiling fan, solar tube, and a luxurious in-suite bathroom featuring a separate tub and shower, dual vanities, and a large walk-in closet. Now there's more. There's 2 additional generously sized bedrooms and a large bonus room with a fireplace that can serve as a bedroom number 5. An additional primary suite, a living area, a gym, office, and any other purpose to fit your needs, currently without a closet. The backyard is a true highlight, featuring a stunning pool and spa set in a lush and private oasis. Pool resurfaced in 2019, all-bright pool deck, expansive patio with a cover for outdoor dining, low-maintenance artificial turf and grassy area, beautiful landscape with an array of foliage, upgraded HVAC in 2018, water heater roof, centrally located in a fantastic neighborhood, making it a perfect place to call home. Absolutely beautiful listing, Mike. Great job, the hometown realtor. All right, here we go. And we've got 2 from Charlotte Gonzalez. So let's start off with this one. This one is at 43459 28th Street, West Lancaster, California, 93536. This one is listed at $799,870. So this one is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. Now this one has got 3,952 square feet. Oof. It is a beautiful estate pool home. So it's a luxurious and spacious living experience with a perfect blend of elegance and functionality. Nestled in a well-manicured setting, a grand entrance foyer adorned with timeless brick walls, wood-like flooring throughout, adding warmth and sophistication, cozy fireplaces in the family room, former living room, and master bedroom. Large chefs with ample counter space and an open layout connecting to the formal dining room. Downstairs bedroom with a private entrance perfect for that mother-in-law suite or guest quarters. Master bedroom with a direct balcony access overlooking at the pool area. Tranquil and picturesque spot for morning coffee or even a relaxation. Master suite with dual vanities, a large soaking tub, a huge walk-in closet for both functionality and luxury. The outdoor oasis with an inviting in-ground pool and spa for relaxation and entertainment. Lush landscaping surrounds the pool area, creating a private and serene retreat. Perfect blend of comfort, sophistication for those who appreciate the finer things in life. Beautiful listing, Charlotte. All right. And we have another one from Charlotte. Here we go. So this one is at 10011 North Loop Boulevard in California City, California, 93505. Now this one is listed at $349,870. This is a 3-bed, 3-bath. This one has got a square feet of 2,220 living square feet. This is in an entertainer. It is an entertainer's dream home. Stunning curb appeal that leaves a lasting impression. Beautifully wooded front door, upgraded flooring, created an inviting experience. A cute wet bar adds a touch of charm and is perfect for hosting gatherings. Family rooms boast numerous windows and a bricked fireplace, ideal for cozy evenings and sunset watching. Upgraded chef's kitchen with granite countertops, breakfast bar, and a pantry for the culinary enthusiast. Spacious master suite with an attached bathroom featuring dual vanity sinks and a separate walk-in shower and soaking tub. Outdoor space offers endless possibilities to create your dream oasis, an opportunity not to be missed, so don't hesitate to come and see it today. So again, thank you all for listening to the listings this week. Some beautiful properties. Please reach out if you have any questions to all these wonderful agents to go see the properties. It is Scott the Mortgage Talk with Exclusive Agent Academy here with the Listing Podcast.